house now. It looks like this room is filled with renters. I was expecting a cheer. So I'm buying a house now. No, don't. You're not gonna like this. There's so much hate involved in trying to buy a house. Like, firstly, it's one of the most inconvenient ways of losing all of your savings at once. Right? Honestly, I would have preferred it if I was involved in some sort of a Bitcoin fraud. At least at the end of it, I wouldn't have more expenses and responsibilities. I'd just not have any more money left, which is kind of where I am right now in life. Then you have to deal with estate agents. They're the fucking worst. They're just the worst people ever. Worse than serial killers. Worse. Probably better only than, like, maybe only better than lawyers. Then you have to deal with lawyers. So much hate is involved. I don't know if you realize this, but as a foreigner, when you try to buy a house in this country, the first thing you need to know is what are the different types of houses. Like, you need to know your detached house from your semi-detached house, from your terraced house, from your end-of-terrace house, from your flat, from your maisonette, from your annex, from your cottage, from your bungalow. You need to know all of those different. What is a semi-detached house? What is it? There really should just be two types of house. A detached house and an attached house. No, but we need a semi-detached house because we are England. And for the full stereo effect of your neighbor's dogging, you need a terraced house. Man, so much hate involved. There's so much hate, there's such a lot of hate involved in trying to buy a house. I won't be surprised if it gives rise to a different breed of serial killer. One that's just loitering on the high street, stabbing estate agents and lawyers in broad daylight. I think I can get behind that. I can start a crowdfunding campaign for that. To buy bleach and ropes and whatever. So much hate involved. And the thing is, it would be really convenient as well for a serial killer to hide behind the guise of buying a house. Because you don't even need to leave your house. Like, in the old days, you'd have to, stalk your victim. Perch up on a tree like an animal. Trying to learn the routines of your victim and scout for loud pets. You can do all of this from the comforts of your home just by visiting Zoopla. You have access to all the floor plans, all the street views, all the secret rooms. You even get access to the type of broadband that the house uses. Like, just in case you wanted to listen to Mozart while you dance around with the cops and the moonlight. You have access to, and the thing is, you also have an alibi. So, what were you doing on the night of the 17th, Mr. Shelby? That's the best of my Northern Irish accent. My Brummy accent isn't that good either, if you're wondering. I was just looking at a flat in Banbury, while the missus watched Silence of the Lambs, and the neighbors sold coke. Whatever. It needs work. Then I have to move now. That's another fucking pain, right? Moving's a fucking pain, right? I mean, I've been living in a one-bed flat for the last 6 years, which comes with its own set of pains, which I've been trying to pacify by buying a lot of shit off of Amazon. I've accrued so much stuff over the last 6 years, I won't be surprised if a sinkhole has developed under my flat. Just the sheer weight. And the thing is, why do we do this? Like, why don't we take more of a minimalistic approach to moving? Like, what do you need? What do you need? A spoon? A plate? A couple of pairs of clothes? A dildo? Okay. A dildo has been severely underutilized. It's been undersold. Okay, you can use one for many things. You can use one as a doorstop. You can use one as a wine preserver. You can use those fancy glass ones as paperweights. Like, personally, I use mine to roll out my naan bread. I mean, You laugh, but it's the best naan bread you will ever have. It's perfectly soft and fluffy and squishy and flavorful. It's got the perfect number of ridges. All of them always in the same place across all of my naan breads. For factory-made consistency. With an inviting pearly glaze on top. Butter. Like knobs of butter. Tiny knobs. Tiny knobs of butter. You know, one of the main reasons I really wanted to move was because I've been here. I've been in England for the last 6 years. But I really don't know anything about the English way of life. I don't know what you guys have for meals. You can't be having fish and chips at home, right? I don't even know what you guys do for Christmas. I really don't. I know there's a tree involved and a Santa on a crucifix or something like that. Like, I really have no idea. So I was like, you know what? I will buy a house in an idyllic little English village and that will finally be my access to the English way of life. I pay the deposit, lo and behold, fuck me, I find out that my next door neighbors are a Pakistani family and a Bangladeshi couple. Welcome home.